Hey guys, reading time. Welcome, welcome. I am not gonna lie, I am feeling union energy. Union energy. But also, what I was part of this channel, or of the message for this channel, was paying attention to the lyrics of certain songs. And I'm gonna actually show you the song that I actually listened to while receiving the channel. So it was this song. And it was right this part. So listen. This could be significant for you guys. This was the song I was listening to when I received that channel, and immediately I felt kind of like the embodiment of the frequency of union. You know what I mean? I feel like the Right Collective will understand what I'm meaning with that. So I do feel, Right Collective, you are having, messages, or you tend to have messages come through music, or channels come through music. That could have been a song you literally just heard to tie you to this reading. You could actually, you could be actually about to hear that song on the radio, because that was a song that I heard on the radio. That's the biggest thing I feel, because usually I do connect my phone into my YouTube music and I like start listening to it on in my car, but I actually put the radio, and literally the channel of the radio was 123. So again, 123, 321. I do feel, while I was putting my incense, which I actually put the aquamarine incense, for me is kind of like the communication incense. I feel like there is communication on the way, and speaking truths is what I was hearing. A communication where truths are revealed. So yeah, let's get into it. So let's just confirm the energy with these. And again, it's the embodiment of that frequency was that what kept on coming to my mind. It's it's usually what tarot readers, or manifestation teachers or coaches actually say, is like, visualize or embrace the feeling that you would have if you already had it. And I feel like it's more of a, you're already, I feel it because, okay, so hold on. So when I heard this song, the biggest thing that came to, like, the biggest feeling I had was that feeling of, oh wait, like feeling I already have this, but also I actually got chills from my feet all the way to my spine. So I feel like that is also an indicator for when this does come in, that you're actually going to have that sensation as a confirmation that it is time. That's what I wanted to say. Water. So emotions. But you could be a water sign. This person could be a water sign, but flowing, letting things flow. But also there's energy of flow. Has been clearing and healing of certain karmic energy. But your aura and your frequency. You're in. I'm seeing that it's not the magnet. It's just a field of influence, is what I'm hearing. Trust in your body when this comes in, is what I'm hearing. And sign. Lyrics and resonance. Sign. Music is big. Music is a big confirmation. It's funny because I've been feeling union energy for a while, and I already had, I think it was like last week, a reading. It's not be aware of the attachments, but, and my heart started to race. I'm seeing this more as expectations. Don't let your expectations get the best of you. feeling what your body is telling you. So if your heart starts to race, it could be that maybe certain expectations are coming to your mind. I feel like that's what also you have to, and that can actually affect your emotions. Clearing and purging that out, understanding that if that comes up, it's because you're purging it, because again, there's this energy of coming into union or reunion, however you want to say it. And as I said before, trusting in that feeling, like the chills, the chills that from the bottom of your feet to your spine, kind of like confirming, okay, so this is the right thing. This is confirmation of, okay, I'm good. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like the embodiment of, when you were a little kid and you believed in Santa, and then one of those Christmases, he appears and you're just like in this awe and like, oh my God, he's actually real, kind of like that. It's kind of gonna feel like that. It's kind of going to feel like that, which means I feel like this collective, maybe you've been for a while, kind of losing hope or losing belief that this could actually come into fruition at some point, which it would not surprise me if there is a certain wound or the certain attachment having to do with expectation that you've had to work through a lot, and more so with this clearing and healing. So remember, whatever comes up in your mind and that affects your emotion through having to do with expectation, you're clearing that from your auric field. You're clearing that from your frequency. They're wanting to, kind of like test you a little bit. And that's what happens when manifestations come to us. We are going to be tested with exactly what, keeps us in sabotage mode. So we create the expectation, we hold on to expectation, and then it doesn't happen. And it's like, oh, again, you know what I mean? Oh my God, hiccup. That could be a little bit of a hiccup for you guys. So you are aware now. Certain attachments, a certain attachment to expectation could be coming up. And more so with music. So, and there's a reason why I'm saying this, because I feel it's not going to be with all music. It could be that maybe, it's with the first song that appears or a second song that appears, kind of like talking about your connection or how you feel in the connection, and kind of like giving you, the lyrics that, you very much resonate. But then again, if the shivers aren't coming, it's because there's something that your mind is wanting to hold on to with that. And maybe if your heart starts racing, that's a clear indicator. That's something that my mind wants to hold on to that. I already had the confirmation. So this could be just a song. You know what I mean? It's like knowing when to separate, when it's a sign and when it's actually just your mind wanting to hold on to that, to keep you on that same loop. And as I always say, we're always tested when we are about to receive a manifestation. And throat chakra. Being truthful to yourself. Trusting, and there's that expression in communication. Okay. Be not, I don't want to say aware. I don't want to say, oh my God, I wanted to say aware, but what came to my mind was beware. It's be aware and not beware, but be aware of what you are clearing right now that is activated through your emotion and through the signs and sacred. And again, my heart started racing again. You're going to be tested. And it's not just, it's not that, it's not a bad tested, or it's not, I feel like it's a different kind of test. It's kind of like, I feel this collective, you've really worked through all of this, and you've really, kind of like Hierophant over this, really reprogrammed your mind through this. But maybe it's been a while since you haven't seen this person, so they're really going to test you with the emotion of it. You know what I mean? Just be aware that you are clearing attachments that give you anxiety, but also be aware of the not nice emotions, but the confirmations through your body when you are receiving those messages, so that you don't confuse them, is what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? Your nervous system is going to be showing you and really giving you the information. And how funny, literally said chest pains and palpitations. So pay attention to that. So let's get a couple more confirming this energy. And then I want to get, oh, the mask. Don't let your mask take over, your self-sabotage. And then I want to, oh, remembrance. Everything I say is for a reason. So also, you could be shown, you know, or you could be going, and it's funny because literally a couple of days ago, I actually had a reading where, you know, that initial encounter was something that was maybe bringing a little bit, not anxiety, but not wanting to be able to, not wanting to remember. You could have resonated with that reading. There is a remembrance with that first initial encounter that I feel that you are going to be tested with your emotions, but not, it's not tested. It's kind of like bringing you into awareness with it. It's not a test. It's bringing you into awareness with it. So because you now know how to deal with it, you now know how to act on it, you now know how to, you know, release it, bring it. And that's what I feel like it's the biggest thing, bringing it into awareness, remembering mothership, who you are, what you are here, what you were meant for in this 3D plane, and what this actually activated and is, you know, the mission of this within this. You know what I mean? Bigger picture is what I'm hearing with this. Hold on. Let's just, because I don't want to make it too long. Let me just get these to get a little bit of information within your, within, you know, the universe and your energy. What's going on universally? There, everything I say is for a reason. Bunnies could be significant, but number one, it would not surprise me if you were kind of like feeling in a little bit of a void about lately, but new beginnings, a sudden increase, paying attention to your resources, bodily resources, your vision, paying attention to your resources, your guiding light, your guidance system. Literally everything I say is for a reason. But safe passage through the obstacles. Number 17 could be significant for this collective, but whatever new beginning is on the way, using tact and diplomacy through the awareness. Paying attention to the warning signs your body is providing within yourself, within, you know, that anxiety or those attachments maybe that you've been working through. What is that? The sun. I love that. We're leaving that out. Yes, energy, divine masculine energy, but 26th of October could have been an important date, but you know what I say about this card. Go to any reading, any book which is at least 30 pages, go to page 10 or 26. There is a hidden mystery or a hidden message within that, wherever your eye goes to, 543 as I'm saying it. There is knowledge that is being provided to you that will confirm this reading, and also a message from your angels. Let's get one last one. Also, I'm hearing like rewriting the story with this, and more with that initial union that came out before. I'm hearing rewriting the story. There will be, I'm seeing it emotional towers, but I'm seeing that as being self-asserted within the chaos that can come up. Being self-assertive. Even I'm not seeing this as a bad, I'm not seeing this as bad, like a bad tower. I'm seeing it as like internal tower. But again, being aware of those little internal towers through that anxiety, the palpitations, you know, through your wisdom, through the, you know, resources within your body, your guidance system, and also your survival instinct. What comes up? Why is it coming up? There's the big thing, paying attention to that. There's raw energy right now. There's raw energy. All right. Let's get tarot. I'm gonna get my little witchy poo one. Let me get these. You could be a little bitty witchy poo. You could have a black cat or a broom like that. All right. The Lovers. I'm seeing the Lovers card, but also the Star card. Oh, that didn't want to come out, but it came out eventually. Okay, let's see what the universe wants to... And the Sun came out. The Sun will come up tomorrow. And it's funny because literally as I was coming up here, I was seeing how the Sun was like illuminating all the back part. And I was going to say something, but I forgot. But there, sex and the new beginnings. It says sex and procreation. I'm hearing a year with this. There could be a baby within a year. But Sun energy, you could love sunflowers. The 19th could be significant. 9 of Pentacles. Independence, self-sufficiency, resources also. Embracing that abundance. I'm seeing children. You can have children. Ace of Swords, awareness, clarity. Everything I say is for a reason. Epiphanies. And Chariot, there it is. Everything I say is for a reason. Everything I say is for a reason. Chariot, on its way. On its way. But truth on its way. Okay, let's get a couple more and then we'll close off. High Priestess. Trust your intuition. Trust the channel. Trusting the channel. And by trusting the channel, you're trusting in yourself. You could be a High Priestess. And the Hangman. It's not there. Let's get one last one. I'm surprised that be mindful of your controlling mind. King of Swords in reverse. Be mindful of how your mind wants to control you and trust in your intuition. And there also awareness within your mind. Being aware of your mind. And more so if you have been working through it for a very long time. 4 of Pentacles. Detaching. Releasing. Less is more. Not holding on to that scarcity mindset. Letting it go. Letting it go. Yep. Letting it go. Beautiful. Oh. The sun wanted to come out. Okay. I want to get you a little angel card. Hold on. I want to get you a little angel message before I close this. You see butterflies. Every act of kindness ripples out into the universe. Never underestimate your impact. Your resilience is inspiring. Keep going. A breakthrough is closer than you think. Sign. 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 All right, let's get you a couple of these. Oh, or a couple more. Unique. You have a unique heart, but keeping your heart open, you're about to soar. Could be a Gemini, I heard with that. Letter T. The T. This is the T, but time also. The time has come with this 155. You could be seeing this at 155. Divinely protected with the gold heart. With the gold cross. This person's name can come up in the moment where they're about to reach out. So, again, be mindful of what you're feeling in that moment. There's a reason why I'm saying that. Empress energy. Be the crown, wear the crown, you are the crown. But what does Empress do? She just sits there and sees. She just sees how everything just comes into fruition. She's not waiting. She's not, nothing. She's just looking at how everything arrives without chasing nothing. She just attracts, but also fertility with that. So a restoration of hope. Well, this is the other way around, but infinite hope. Creating that frequency of infinite hope. You have small steps, big accomplishments with the little turtle. The sun energy. Trusting. But also the yes, positive energy. And the little lock, your initials could start with LV or VL. Could be going to Paris, I was hearing. So we have, hold on. We have Neptune, which is the dreams. We have Mercury, which is communication. We have the North Node, and we also have Pluto. Be mindful, and also remember, we're going through through this transit of Pluto being in retrograde, which what actually activates it's that, you know, it's the inner tower. It's the inner towers. It's the inner destruction of what no longer serves. That's why it's coming up. That's why it's coming up. Being mindful about that. And the search of that individuality, that, you know, originality, you know, and it's in Aquarius. So, of course, the rebellion within. Be mindful of how your dreams, and also the dream state. I would be mindful about this dream state and pay attention to that and what came out here. Again, dreams. No. Pluto. Be very mindful of what Pluto is doing, and maybe you need to look up Pluto in your birth chart. Okay, important numbers, dates, synchronicities you might be seeing or need to look up. 66. So 6 of the 6 also, but 66, nurture, compassion, you know. I do see it as very feminine energy, so embracing the feminine energy for yourself. 27th of the 6th, 26th of the 7th, 2nd of the 6th, 6th of the 2nd, 7th of the 6th, 6th of the 7th, 6, 7, 6. 14. You could be seeing a lot of 14. But 4th of the 1st, 1st of the 4th, 44, Hierophant energy, and there's a reason why I said that before. And 11th of the 4th, 11th of the 4th, 11, 4th of the 4th as a portal energy as well. 4th of the 10th, 10th of the 4th, 14th of the 10th. And how fun, it's literally, I think, until the 15th or the 16th or the 4th. I can't remember which. It's between the 14th and the 16th where Pluto retrograde ends. But 14th of the 10th could be a significant date. Maybe you met this person on the 14th of the 10th. 1441 as well. All right, beautiful people. I love you, and I will see you very, very soon. Mwah. Bye, guys.